What up, fish tank people? FishTankTV.com, DustinsFishTanks.com, going live with the new site this week. Real excited about it. Bringing it to you on a Sunday, baby. I got Bryan over here. What's up, brother?
What's up?
It's Species Sunday, folks. I haven't done a video out in the greenhouse for a good long while because the greenhouse has been absolutely devastated by the cold. So Bryan's out here, and today I figured I just wanted to bring it to you and just show you how my man Bryan here just like, oh shit, as I kick the heater over. How my man Bryan cleans a tank with a Python. Bryan, show him how it's done, dude. I mean, you have the cleanest tanks. I don't know if you've seen that. People have commented on your tanks, like just of how clean they are. So you all have seen. Oh, and there's how you kill a hibiscus with 9 degrees. Show what's up, man. So you got your Python. You like Pythons more than any other stuff, right?
I do. Without question, I go for the Python every time. All right, I always go at a straight up and down angle, making a 90-degree angle at the bottom of the fish tank. If you got really fine sand, it's gonna pull up, so you want to turn to a 45-degree angle. Let the stuff go to the bottom. When I do my tank, I literally go spot by spot. I never go from this side to that side, then back to this side without doing spot by spot everything beforehand. This way, you're getting all the dirt on the bottom. Granted, in a planted tank, if you're trying to keep some of your plants with some of the dirt at the bottom, leave it alone, but tanks like this, just spot by spot, do about 1 foot, then work your way back.
So you go spot by spot, staying on one side, right? We've talked about this.
Yes.
So you stay, you don't go over here and then over there. You stay in one area.
Exactly. I'll do about this 9 to 10 inches of the fish tank, then I'll go to the next 9 to 10 inches.
So you'll do that, and you go like front and back in that little like square or whatever.
That's exactly right.
And then go from there. Okay.
That way I don't disturb any of the stuff that's already over here. And in the end, you don't have all your debris from over here back on this side. You just slowly work your way over, and you'll get more debris out of the tank that way.
All right, and I'm gonna put you on the spot, dude. How do you feel about dirted tanks?
I think it's well known that I'm not a big fan of dirted tanks.
Well, I mean, look, a lot of people aren't fans, so I figured give those folks some love. Talk to you about it.
You can definitely do an awesome dirted tank. Don't get me wrong. The plants, I'm sure, love it, but for hardier plants, if you're running without dirt, it can be done. Lots of water changes. You can supplement with liquid additives. We have our potassium, our iron.
Hey, plug this stuff, man. That's right. Potassium, iron, liquid CO2 coming soon. But yeah, I mean, so like your tanks, man. I mean, your tanks look great, but I mean, you run a non-dirted tank, and you run a non-dirted tank. Your tanks look great. Obviously, you're good at doing water changes. Like, you know, talk about like what it takes to make a good-looking planted tank without dirt.
Without dirt, it's all about water changes. You can keep an amazing tank without water changes. Granted, there are some plants you cannot do that have to have more fertilizers. I mean, you're not seeing me running baby tears in any of my tanks. They need more nutrient than what they're going to get from just a water change and pool filter sand. But hardier plants, Anubias, swords.
Now, how'd your swords do? Because I know you got that big one for me. I know you didn't like the look of it, but did it do all right?
My sword is doing very well. I put it in the back of the tank, so there's some dirt in the bottom that I don't clean out of there, so it's getting some dirt in it. But
did you put any clay or anything under it? No ferts, no nothing. Wow.
And it's all the way to the top of my 75. It's big and beautiful, and do 50 to 75% water change every 2 weeks at least.
So that was my next question. So I'm gonna repeat that. And I talk about this in the top 10 plant tank tips, which actually I have a video that's gonna be up on the new Dustin's Fish Tank site where I go into detail about those 10 tips. But the number one thing is water changes. And would you second that? I mean, look, dude, like he comes over here, yeah.
That's how to keep a tank. Do water changes. If you don't do your water changes, you're not going to have success in the fish tank world. You can for a while. At some point, you will fail because without water changes, you're not replenishing all the stuff that naturally dissolves. I mean, the ammonia in the tank is going to dissolve it. By doing the water changes, you're pulling out ammonia, you're pulling out nitrate, you're replenishing the carbonate hardness. Water changes are where it's at.
Yeah.
Do them, without question. Do your water changes at least once a month, if not more.
What would you say for a beginner the minimum amount of water changes you would have to do would be?
For a beginner, I would recommend at least a 30% water change once a month.
Once a month, at least. That's the minimum, right? That's the minimum.
Without that, you're not going to be successful. Or if you are, it's going to be short-lived.
Hear that, folks? 30% at least once a month. And then, are you and you do more than that, though, right? Your tanks.
I'm doing 50 to 75% every 2 weeks.
And what are your thoughts about doing too big of water changes? I know a lot of people are like, oh man, that's too big. I mean, we smoke these tanks with water changes. What about your personal tanks?
My tanks at home, I do big water changes on them, and I add the water back to the tank slowly. There's no point in turning the water on full blast and filling 80 gallons of water in a 125-gallon tank in a matter of 5 minutes. I'll probably take 45 minutes to fill a 125 with 80 gallons of water. That way I don't shock the fish. The nitrogen has time to dissolve in the water. This time of year when it's cold outside, you get lots of nitrogen in your water. It's the bubbles you see all over the place. That is not good for your fish. But if you put it in the tank slowly, and I always add it above the water line so it has time to break on the surface.
Explain that. You add it above the water line.
Yeah, nitrogen this time of year, with the nitrogen being so thick in the water.
And why is it thick in the water?
Cold and the hot water, when they meet up, you get these bubbles. It looks like a cup of milk sometimes. I'm sure you've gone to the faucet at night time and got a cup of water and it's white.
Right.
That's nitrogen. When you add that to the tank, it's not good for fish. So if you give the water...
It's good for the plants.
It's good for the plants, that's exactly right. But if you put it above the water line, you're not going to get all the nitrogen at the bottom tank. It's going to stay at the top.
Can you show the folks with the siphon how you're talking about that? Like if you were to... You put it at the top of the tank, you just have the siphon upright, correct?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and...
So you would just...
Let me get this stuff down the tube real fast. Alright, when I'm adding water to the tank, I usually do it right at a corner. I'll hold my hose right here and let all the nitrogen break above the surface here.
Okay.
The water's going to bubble up here. You're only going to get nitrogen up here. The fish
I got you. So you hold the return water above the water line.
Exactly.
Got it.
If you do get nitrogen in the tank, which is going to happen this time of year, it's mainly going to stay in this top corner of the tank. The fish are smart enough, they're going to go over to the other side. If they're not, then it's a dumb fish.
You got dumb fish.
But
we can't help you with dumb fish, folks. That's great, man. Well, that's awesome stuff, man. Yeah, and I mean, this is like, you know, we're talking about Bryan's personal tank, but I mean, out here, man, this is what we run here. I mean, last week, how big of water changes did we do out here?
Probably 75, 80.
Yeah, we did 75 or 80 cent. We moved the fish. We moved all the plants out of certain tanks, moved them around. So we just kind of like move everything over to one tank, do a huge water change, and then return. Yeah, I mean, and that's the key. You got to do the work, folks. So I wanted to show Bryan. Always knowledgeable on the stuff. We got to give Bryan. I got to give your resume a little cred. You worked at Just Fish over on
Rosemont Garden with
with Tony.
With Tony for 4 years.
You worked there 4 years.
With Tony and Parker and Tim, all great guys. Learned most everything I know from those guys. And books. Read books, people. Where it's at.
Yeah. Any favorite books, bro? Besides the Dirty Tank Guide?
I do. I do love Amano's books.
Yeah, Amano's books are great.
But really and truly, if somebody's taking the time to publish it, go ahead and read it. Doesn't matter what book it is on fish. Just read it. I've got probably 80 to 100 books at the house on everything from saltwater, brackish water, freshwater, planted tanks, non-planted tanks.
He's got a bumper sticker that says "Fish happens."
Without question.
Without question. He picked that sucker up as soon as he saw it. So, yeah, that's what's going on. Bryan, you do a wonderful job on these tanks, man. I mean, it looks...
You can take time to notice real fast. This side is still extremely clean. This side is dirty. That's why you want to go spot by spot from one side to the other side. None of my debris from over here has floated to this side because we're doing it slowly and meticulously, just going back to front on the tank. You can see the difference in cleanliness on the bottom on that side versus this side.
Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, dude, looks great. Obviously, we got this tank I just let go because it's the Sag Factory, which is fun. And then we're on to this one next. So... that's what we're doing, folks. A lot of you guys have seen on the Dustin's Fish Tanks on Facebook, I've got Crenum in my hand yesterday. That was Crenum calamostratum. This is Crenum natans, and I'm talking about this because this is the last week for inexpensive shipping. The USPS is raising their rates. So these plants are on aquatic jungles right now. So the last week you can get it, I do have to adjust my shipping prices accordingly because they're raising the prices on me. But real pumped, Crenum natans, Crenum calamostratum up on aquatic jungles. Get your orders in, folks. Having a lot of fun. Bryan, dude, always a pleasure. I mean, it's great, man. Bryan and I kick it out here. Sun hits down. It was sunny. It was last week. It was nice out here too. It was real, like, it was nice. Ah, shit. I wish I had that little baby Madagascar lace somewhere. I mean, you don't know where that is, do you? I found a little lace bulb, looked like one of these, and we came and we dug it out. I had a picture of it on the Facebook fan page, and it was really wicked. It had like a tiny little, like, it like went down, basically went almost all the way, and then came back and was just real tiny little bulb. Don't dig for it, bro. If you can't find it, whatever.
So it's around here somewhere.
Yeah, it's around here somewhere, but we're cleaning tanks, having fun. Brian says feng shui was all messed up. He had to like come in and hit the shot back because I'm a pig. So that's nothing new. So hope you all have an awesome week. Hope your NFL team does well. Who we got? We got Seattle. Who you rooting for, bro?
Go Broncos, man.
Go Broncos. Peyton Manning lover right here. I think that's sweet, by the way, what you told me about Seattle and the Peyton Manning.
Seattle and Broncos. That's my prediction for the Super Bowl. But go Kentucky as well, guys.
Yeah, go Cats. All right. Tank on, fish tank people. Make it a great week. Later.